live stream off by saying shoot. Running a little behind. I apologize, guys. Hey, Cat. Hey, Sniper. Remind me, I gotta put my shoes on. Don't remind me, I'm gonna do it now. All right. How's everyone this morning?
Who's ready to earn Harris Teeter fuel points?
Did not need that. As I was saying, I'm bringing up my desktop. That's why an ad popped up. Sniper says, greetings, beautiful souls. Cat says, hi to Squirrel Sniper. It's hot. It's already close to 80 degrees, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, a little past 5. Gonna get up to 97, and then the heat index. I don't worry about the heat index. When something feels hot, it's hot. Do you know what it, do you need to know what it feels like? Do you need someone to say, yes, it's hot, but guess what? It feels even hotter. It's ridiculous. Cat says, hi, Yogi. Hi, Cat. Good morning to you. And hey, Marlon. So, guess what? Memory. Memory. I wrote about memory this morning. Triggered by chapter 28 in A Course in Miracles. I'm nearing the end of about several months ago. I decided to read the text all the way through. My normal means, having read the text all the way through a couple times before, my normal means is just to open sort of at random and see what it wants me to, intuitively, what I should be approaching. But several months ago, I got the urge to start at the beginning. As they say in Alice in Wonderland, begin at the beginning. So I did. But let's talk about memory. What do you think? Tell me what you think about memory. What's the purpose of memory? Cat says what? 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 What are we wanting about? Did I do something? Hey, Anna. Anna says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. How was your workout this morning, Anna? Marlon says, hey, Cat. We had some fun singing last night. So I'm just curious about, I think we all probably think of memory as the same. Why do we equate left with the past, by the way? Left, past, right, future. Even when in the shamanic practice of, what's it called? Not reconciliation, the shamanic practice of recalibration, where you literally review the past, close your eyes, start with right now, and slowly turn your head, reviewing, allowing every little bit of the past to come to you as much as possible. You can repeatedly do it. And in the reviewing, you don't so much cancel it out as you bring it into the present moment in which it doesn't exist. Anna says, I did her 500 squats, Yogi. I will do burpees and abs later. Thank you for asking, Yogi. You're welcome, Anna. That's amazing. 500 squats to start the day, and then burpees and abs later. Hey, Anna, do you do any yoga? Yoga asanas, I should say. Here's the great news, guys. If you come here, if you hang out, you're already doing yoga. Yoga serves as the reminder of union, of who we always and already are. He says, memory for me can prompt the warmest feeling as an adult. We can look back to the happiest, safest, warmest times. Nice. That's a nice purpose to assign it. Here's the question, though. Why don't we use memory to remind us of right now? Memory can serve the purpose of bringing us in the present moment. We remember the past, but we don't remember right now. And that's the time that is lost to us. It's funny that Everything that existed in the present, those feelings of security and happiness and warmth, exist right now. But we replace it with a nostalgic feeling of that which doesn't exist any longer. A memory of what was, replacing what is at this moment. Hey, trust trader. Not even a little better. What's the better? And not even a little? I bet you a little bit, actually. Lisa says, hey, Marlon, how's the fishing trip going? You caught any sea bass? Beautiful fish? I don't recall if I've ever seen a sea bass before. We have bass in the ponds around here. I caught them when I was a kid. Don't recall a sea bass, though. I caught a pufferfish when I was a kid. So we can actually use memory to serve us. It ends spiritual pursuit. Maybe the only actual spiritual practice that we need is using memory to bring us back in this present moment. And that's it. Amazing when we think about that. Something that we take for granted, memory. Memory means yesterday. Memory means earlier this morning. Memory means when I was 5 years old, when I was 6 years old. Memory means Christmas when I was 11. Truth is, none of those things actually exist. And our narrative was skewed because we could only see that tiny, tiny little piece. Marlon is still stuck in Kings Lynn and broke. Got a little rubber here, but not money for a license. We'll see about that. Hey, can you sell your car and use it to buy a bus ticket, train ticket to get home? And it says, good morning to Trust Trader. So here's what I wrote this morning, if you guys are interested. Memory serves. As it is with all things, memory serves the purpose of the ego or the Holy Spirit. It either keeps us separate from each other in the realm of time, or joins us as one within the eternal instant of the present moment. This is why we ask for a miracle, an undoing of a past and false narrative, and requesting that the memory of our original innocence be restored to us right now. Forgiveness serves as a means for miracles to happen, restoring our memory of where we always are, right within the garden. And you know what? That always already came into effect for me this morning, remarkably. Very much surprised that it did. I shouldn't be surprised. But sometimes when those subtle miracles happen, it still catches us a little flat-footed. Marlon says I could, but I won't. Well, I guess if you're happy where you are right now, as long as you're happy. He says, Marlon, if it was me, I'd knock on all the restaurants, lovely seaside, on all the restaurants, lovely seaside places. Oops, my screen disappeared. And ask for work portering in kitchen and explain your situation. I would bet you would find work bang in the season. Hey, Mercy. Mercy says, like and share done. Thank you, my friend. Hey, more fire, says Caveman. Mercy says, good morning, Eric. Good morning to you, my friend. How far will they tow it? I have a service that will tow my car once to one location, but I got to make sure that where I want it towed at first, since they won't do it again. Where they tow it all the way home, do you just not want to go home? Mercy says, Riso to all. And I love you, Eric. I love you too, Mercy. Bill and Brigade, the Redbud says, Grand Risings, everyone. Grand Risings to you. Thanks for coming in. We're only going to stay live for about 10 more minutes. Mercy says, I'm feeling weary today. I'm sorry, Mercy. I hope it's going to be a restful day for you. The thing is, I also have my cat that I can't leave alone. It's true. And you don't think home is the best option for you and your cat? What's the best option for your cat? And it says, good morning, Belle and Bridget. It's a dog shelter that Marla might find a job. Mercy says, Anna, I love you. Mercy spreading love to everyone. I appreciate that, Mercy. Imagine if we approached our day with that. What are you going to do today? Just going to extend love. What if that was our purpose? And guess what? It actually is. I was reading about the Faustian bargain. In which Dr. Faust, I might be mispronouncing that, probably am, as I would if I went to pronounce the author. Goethe. Am I saying that right? Johann Wolfgang Goethe. Oh, sorry guys, that is my dog and tree account. Gotcha. I should have guessed with the Grand Rising. Anyway, Dr. Faust made a bargain with the devil. If the devil could give him one moment in which he would wish to be everlasting, to never change, to stay like this, he would give the devil his soul. So the devil threw all kinds of stuff at him, all kinds of beautiful stuff, all kinds of moments that just seemed to hold everything he would ever desire, but still, Faust knew it wasn't eternal. It wasn't everlasting. It wasn't what something that he would wish to continue for eternity. And it went on and on and on and on and on. Till finally, Dr. Faust came to the realization that the only thing that brought true and deep meaning and joy in his life, the only thing that he wished would continue, was to be of service to others. At which point, the devil thought, well, I finally won. But at that point, he had earned so much good karma with God and the angels that they came down to intervene and immediately brought him to heaven. The lesson. Service. Everything should be of service to God. However, that's the lesson from the Bhagavad Gita. We surrender that service to God, knowing that He handles the details, He handles the results, and we use ourselves, other people, the world. That's why it's here. Serving is our awakening. That we serve God by service to each other. What a misuse of time and everything in time can be used for that purpose. You could show up on a live stream and a chat, and you could certainly troll. You could certainly put hurtful, negative comments. You could do all kinds of stuff. What a misuse of time. You could also, something as simple as, look what Mercy did. Look what Anna does every day. Look at Kat. Look at Sissy. My great, great friends. And Lee. Hey, Maharashtrian food. How are you, my friend? A simple smile is the greatest service in the world. The greatest service in the world. If you showed up in the chat just to be joyful, doesn't even have to be specific to people, just to be joyful. Or if you want to get specific with people, imagine if he showed up in the chat and just said hi. He recognized everyone that was here. That's what Anna does. The title Bodhisattva, also mispronounced, is one who forgoes enlightenment. Thank you, Sniper. Another one who shows up just to be of service every day. Bodhisattva is one who forgoes enlightenment to come back until everyone's awakened and is ready to enter nirvana. Repeatedly, over and over again, just serving as a reminder for others. Our friend Danny, our friend Anna, these guys are the Bodhisattvas. They're here just to say hi. Anna has never once, nor has Danny, ever once asked for something. I've never once heard Anna say, hey, and it's okay to ask for something. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You should ask for something. Ask for what you want. That's the whole purpose of getting up early. That's what Rumi says. You know, in those thin hours between light and darkness. Ask for what you wish for. Do not go back to sleep. Say that little prayer in that magical time, Brahma Muhurta, the hours of God. Flexible time, flexible hours. About an hour and 45 minutes or so before first light and about an hour or so after first light. Most sacred time of the day according to yoga. Hey, Skits, thank you so much for putting that song out for us to play. He says, lots of people here don't ask for anything. However, there are people that will relatively ask for funds and see us as an easy touch. I am most certainly an easy touch. Happily so. I will always be an easy touch. And I hope I always remain an easy touch. Ask. If you need help, ask. If I can help you, it doesn't mean I'll always be able to ask for something, to give something. If I can, and I don't care why, I have no qualms about helping someone, and I don't need to know a why. I don't need to know anything about you whatsoever other than you ask me for help. Because I can only interpret someone's why. I can only interpret someone's position. I can only interpret someone's life, their lifestyle, what they're going through, and why they're doing whatever it is they're doing. I can only offer my interpretation. My interpretation sucks because it's not the actuality. It's only how I see things. I don't see all of reality. I see my tiny, tiny little slice that is actually wrong. So if I'm called to help, guess what? I help. If I'm able to. I also never want to put myself in a position where I feel overextended, because then I'm not helping myself. If I'm not helping myself, I'm not helping others. So we do what we're called to do and what we're capable of doing within any moment without adding guilt into the equation. I don't want someone to feel guilty for asking me for help, no matter why they need it. And I don't want to feel guilty for being in a position where I can't give something. I can always give something. I can always give kindness, a suggestion, whatever. It's like with Lee. He gave a great gift to Marlon. He gave some suggestions. This is what you could do if you're able to. So there's always something that we can give. And it says, I love you, Cat. I love Cat too. Hey, Bones. How are you, sir, today? Something like, hey, I appreciate that. No, hey, never worry about interrupting. I interrupt myself continuously. I came for the breath work, stayed for the realness, and never asked for anything in return. I just love you guys. Thank you for letting me love you. Hey, it's the easiest thing we could ever do, Sissy, is allowing ourselves to be loved by you. Thank you so much. But here's the thing. Definitely ask for what you need, especially with your channels, because that's something we can all do. And it has immediate effects. I know many of you would love to earn a small or a substantial income from your YouTube channel. That's what a great thing about YouTube. It's a level playing ground. Unlimited what you can accomplish if you have the right tools, the right mindset, and if you ask for some help. He says, Yogi, you explained that nicely. I didn't think of it that way. Well, that's what I mean, Lee, because I remember my own lesson a long time ago that was given to me by someone who, with some friends, someone in Baltimore City, someone asked for money, and everyone was like, no, get a job, do this, do that, or you'll just use it for alcohol or drugs. And someone else reached in their pocket and gave him some of the money that they had. And he was questioned, and he said, I don't care what they do with the money. That's not my story. Someone asked for help. And who's to say? I can only offer my interpretation. Well, they're going to do this. I don't know that. Also, I don't care what they do. It's not for me to give, not to question why I give and for what it's going to be used for. And that stayed with me. That was, man, 40 years ago, 40 plus years ago. God, why do I keep reminding myself how old I am? So since Sissy came for the breath work, we're going to do some breath work. Skid says, I can advise people as best as I can, hopefully teach them to help themselves. What if helping themselves is asking us for help? Kat says, I love you, Yogi. I love you too, Kat. I never get tired of saying that. Just rolls off the tongue nicely. Simpson character. Really? The caretaker? I don't have the accent for that. Maharajan Food says, Cat and Jack. He says, Yogi, I mean, for example, Skits, Jace, Shirley, they give so much, and my heart feels like I want to give to them because they never take. You do give to them. No, you give to them every single day, as well as you give to me every single day. Never feel like everything that we give has to have a monetary value. What's the currency behind everything? The currency that exists beneath everything. The currency of currency is always and only love. Lee, you show up in every live stream offering love, support. That's huge. And it's not unnoticed, my friend. Lee says, love, that's very true, Yogi. And you give it freely. And I've also seen you, open up. I've seen some amazing changes, Lee. I see you becoming more and more who you truly are. In essence, we never want to forget that we can only see our interpretation of events, and our interpretation isn't reality itself, and not to confuse the two. Just because we think we see something doesn't mean we see the actuality of it. Oh, Sissy says ready. All right, we're going to do breath work, and then we're going to go. Cause it flows. Currency. We always deal with currency, but we confuse it with money, right? Money doesn't really exist. It's made up. Love and attention. All right, let's do 3 rounds, and we're going to shake it off. We're going to do the physiological sigh because we want to leave the false memories, the false narratives of what seems to have come before. There actually is no before. There's only this present moment. And we're going to return to this present moment, and we're going to use our breath to do so. We're going to breathe in nice and deep, filling the belly. When the belly is filled, we top it off with a sip, which brings the breath high up in the chest. And then we exhale with a sigh through the mouth, pursed lips. Then we're going to shake it off. And I really hope when we shake it off that you have Taylor Swift playing in your head, even if you don't like Taylor Swift. I like Taylor Swift. I can't say that I like or dislike her music. I only remember that snippet of Shake It Off. I always come to it because I like shaking things off. All right, so here we go. We're going to breathe in, fill in the belly, high up in the chest then with that little sip, and let things go. Breathing in, sip, and sigh. Let go of all that air. Shake your hands out. Shake your arms out. If you want, we don't need Taylor Swift. We can go back 70s old school. Shake, shake, shake. You know what comes after that, right? All right. Round 2. Breathing in, fill in the belly. Sipping air. Sigh. Sit for a second with your eyes closed. Visualize a smile. Visualize the smile starting in your heart. In Qigong, this is called cultivating the inner smile. Picture that smile golden, bright. A smile of pure lightness and givingness in your heart. And now extend it to your lips and smile. If you want, open the camera, look in the camera. Give me your best smile. I won't judge. I love every smile. We got one more breath to take, guys. Fill your belly up with air. Sip in. Sigh. And drop. Drop the arms. Drop the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Shake everything out. Brand new moment. Always a brand new moment. Right here, right now. You are loved. You are loving. And you are meant to extend love. Your only purpose, extend love. Be here now, said Ram Dass, who later on in life also said, be love now. But that's who you always are. With that, I love you guys. Skits, enjoy your visit with Jace. I know you guys are going to have fun. Maharashtrian Fruit says, Om Namah Shivaya. Love you, my friend. Prayers while we're at it to our friend Jessica, recovery, her well-being. Prayers to our friend Praveen and his wife who are going through something right now. And when they're ready to come up and tell us what's going on, we'll be there for them. Just know they've suffered a loss. And with that, I love you guys. Anyone else who needs a prayer, we love you. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. I feel calm and joyful. I'm happy for that, Anna. Have a good second workout. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to do kettlebells this morning, if I just want to do minimum numbers of burpees and have it as a little bit of a recovery day. I do work out every day, but not every workout is big. Sissy says, we love you back, and prayers up. Thank you, Sissy. Take care, guys.